This right here is ReSound's brand new hearing aid, Vivia. And I'm holding it because I was lucky enough to get a sneak peek about a month ago at CES 2025 so that I can share everything that there is to know about it with you in today's video. There is no question now that ReSound are an incredibly strong hearing aid manufacturer with a wide portfolio of hearing aids within their Nexia family. But I have to be honest, and honesty is, I hope, the reason why you watch my channel. In recent times, I haven't fitted as many ReSound hearing aids as I have in the past. And with the strong competition in the hearing tech space and the massive leaps that we've seen when it comes to artificial intelligence in hearing aids, I felt that a couple of manufacturers, of which ReSound is one of them, have lagged behind a little. Well, as of today, that is all about to change. I recently travelled from my practice in the UK to the Consumer Electronics Show in the US, which is the biggest tech show in the world, where all manufacturers of all technologies show off their latest developments. And interestingly, of the big six traditional hearing aid manufacturers, which is Phonak, Signia, Starkey, Widex, Oticon and ReSound, ReSound were the only manufacturers there, which, to be honest, baffles me. But I'm going to be doing a video on that subject at another moment in time. I did manage to needle my way into an exclusive event to see what the Vivias were all about. Vivia is available in 4 new models to start off with. The Vivia RIE312, which uses a size 312 disposable battery. The Vivia RIE13, which uses a size 13 disposable battery. The Vivia Micro RIE, which has to be one of the smallest rechargeable Auracast ready hearing aids out there, which I'll come on to shortly. And finally their Cross, which is for those of you out there with single-sided deafness. There were a whole host of absolutely brilliant minds at this behind-the-scenes launch for their new technology, and they all had far more glamorous job titles than I do, ranging from ReSound's president to their chief technical officer, their chief audiology officer, and their chief scientific officer. And I took the opportunity to learn as much as possible on why ReSound feel that their new hearing aid technology is unique in the hearing tech space for 2025. And in doing so, there was one catchphrase that was resonating throughout the presentations, which is their have it all philosophy. Have it all philosophy. Meaning that they feel that there is no compromise with their new technology. And to be honest, from what I've heard so far, I get it. So what exactly are their unique selling points? Well, firstly, I am delighted to report that ReSound have finally caught up with the likes of Oticon, Starkey and Phonak and have introduced an offline form of artificial intelligence into this new model of hearing aid in the form of a deep neural network. They've named this feature Intelligent Focus, which has been trained using over 13 million speech sentences, working across 3.9 million sound parameters, and as a result is performing 4.9 trillion operations, all in order for the hearing aids to recognize speech within your environment, whether that's a restaurant, car, or walking down the street, and to prioritize and focus on the speech sounds that you want to hear whilst attenuating the sounds that you don't. Now, I always take the numbers that the manufacturers share about their hearing aids with a pinch of salt. And we have our own lab set up to do independent testing on all hearing aids to be able to compare them using a like-for-like setup. And I'll be sharing the information on that in a few months' time in my review, my full review, let's say, of this new technology, along with a breakdown of all of the features over on the Hearing Tracker website. At the same time, if I do it for one manufacturer, then of course I have to do it for the others. And ReSound's data shows that 83% of users experience better hearing in noise with their new clear focus technology. And that's when compared to leading solutions from other manufacturers with 4 mic beam forming setups. And 64% experience better hearing in noise compared to other leading AI solutions too. So ReSound, I hope that your stats are correct, because if they are, the world doesn't know what's just about to hit them. Now, when ReSound say you can have it all, in my opinion, the first thing that they were referring to was the size of these new hearing aids. And as the likes of Phonak and Oticon have had to increase the size of their hearing aids to fit everything inside, It's a joy to see that ReSound have been able to maintain the same size as their previous hearing aid, the Nexia's. Now, I don't quite know how they've managed this exactly, as they've followed in the footsteps of Phonak and introduced a second chip to power this artificial intelligence, which obviously requires a significant amount more power to run. So, I have to say that I'm impressed with the engineering that's clearly gone into making this work without an increase in the size of the technology. The microphones have also had a redesign, which realistically, in my opinion, isn't going to be that much of a big deal in terms of improving the sound. But it will have a positive impact in terms of robustness, meaning that the new microphone covers will prevent debris ingress and can be changed by you at home or in clinic rather than needing to be sent back to ReSound HQ if there's a fault with them. Now, with other manufacturers, we've heard that there's a limit in terms of how long their AI tech can be engaged due to its massive consumption on battery life. And when I say others, it's Phonak that I mean. And I have to tell you that to date, their ability to cope in noisy situations is unrivaled by any other manufacturers. So I appreciate why it's so power hungry. Of course, because today's launch day and my first opportunity to share anything with you about these hearing aids, I haven't yet had the chance to fit this tech into any patient's ears. That will all come in time, and when I do, or when I have, I'll upload a full review with both my and my patient's feedback. So make sure that you subscribe to this channel to be notified as soon as it comes out, and go on, you might as well like this video while you're at it. The reason that I mention this is that ReSound are claiming that despite the incredible work that their AI will be doing, you'll be able to wear the hearing aids non-stop for 30 hours on a single charge, which will be reduced to 20 hours with the addition of streaming. And the AI can technically be engaged with this for 10 hours straight, which, if the claims are true, is 3 times longer than Phonak allows. I cannot wait to test these. Now, whilst this isn't ReSound's first hearing aid with low energy Bluetooth and Auracast integration, and whilst every other manufacturer, apart from Widex, already has Auracast functionality, ReSound are actually the first hearing aid manufacturers to have fully activated Auracast streaming, putting them way ahead of the competition. And I have seen and heard it in action. And I tell you, it's pretty awesome. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with this new technology, in my opinion, Auracast is going to change your life for 2 main reasons. Firstly, you'll see an improvement in the Bluetooth capabilities with your phone when it comes to sound quality and battery consumption, whether you're listening to the radio, music, podcasts, or streaming phone calls. But that's not all. The second, and in my opinion, the main benefit, is the public venues that can have a built-in Auracast transmitter. And this new form of transmitter is specifically designed to work with newer LE audio technology and will technically send any signal directly to your hearing aids, such as if you head to a football game and want to hear the commentator, or when you walk into an airport and you want to hear the announcements, or even if you head to a place of worship and you want to hear the sermon. Over the next few years, it's likely that we'll see public venues installing these Auracast transmitters, and Auracast broadcasted audio will replace the century-old loop systems built into public venues, allowing for multiple hearing aid users to simultaneously connect to audio in public spaces, all with that improvement in sound quality and significantly lower battery consumption. And trust me, this is going to be a game changer. Not just for those of you wearing hearing aids, but I predict that this will be built into regular headphones too. So, ReSound's brand new Vivia technology is going to be available as of now, February 2025. And if you're interested in the best advice for your hearing loss, then you have to, in fact, I'm begging you to head over to a fully independent audiology practice that has access to every hearing aid manufacturer out there, and will provide you with the best recommendation based on your lifestyle and hearing loss, and the most appropriate technology for you. But before you do that, you have to watch this video covering the best hearing aids available in 2025.